What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the new gameplay reveal for Modern Warfare 2, some huge rumors that dropped, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and make sure you have notifications on to stay up to date with everything going on in Cold War 2, Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and any other future Call of Duty as well. But before we continue, let's go ahead and thank the sponsor of tonight's video. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by Royal Match. Royal Match is a match 3 puzzle mobile experience which is completely free to play and does not require internet whatsoever. In Royal Match, you help the king build and renovate his royal castle. Now, when you're not trying to sweat and you just want to relax without worrying about skill-based matchmaking, then Royal Match is perfect for you to escape the stress and be at a peace of mind. There are also no in-game advertisements whatsoever, and you can fully focus in enjoying the game without interruptions. Now, if you're ready to jump into one of the best puzzle games around featuring an upbeat soundtrack and fun animations, then you can check out Royal Match with a special link in this video's description, the QR code on screen, or the pinned comment to play Royal Match today. Thank you to Royal Match for sponsoring tonight's video. Back to the video, Call of Duty put out a pretty funny tweet saying I am Groot, but instead of Groot, it's like Grout, and that's a reference to the fact that the Grout has been buffed quite a bit here in Season 5 and is now the meta for the final season of Warzone 1. It's a bit of a callback to where it all began, essentially, with Warzone with the MWII integration. People out there were asking for it for a number of months, and the Grout is now king again. So let me know how you feel about that down below in the comments. I saw a couple theories going around that this might be hinting at a Marvel crossover. I just don't think that will really ever happen. I don't know if they can really make that work with Call of Duty. I know it works very good over in Fortnite, but I think Call of Duty is very particular with what crossovers to do. They kind of fit the tone of what COD goes for. Not sure if superheroes would really work into that, but hey, maybe they'll find a creative way to do that at some point throughout COD 2.0. Now, we then got a brand new intel drop from Infinity Ward over on TikTok, and they went ahead and showed us new footage of the multiplayer map Farm 18, which will be featured in the MW2 multiplayer beta. They have an emphasis here on sound design, their improved footsteps. They talked about their focus with making the sound just so much clearer than it was in 2019, and that fits perfectly with their focus on realism, right? We also get to see an M16 in the HUD, and that was to be expected, right? The M16 is definitely a part of that rumored list of weapons, which at this point isn't really rumored, it's more of confirmed based on all the information we've gotten from gaming insiders, the scoopers, the leakers. You guys know what's going on. We also see a drivable boat, so if anybody out there was doubting the ability to be able to drive a boat in this campaign, it's going to be featured, and I'm sure there will be bigger multiplayer experiences where driving boats is also possible. You also can see a climb to roof option on the HUD, which is also a rumored mechanic that Infinity Ward kind of confirmed indirectly with the recent reveals we've gotten for the game. Charlie Intel talked about the fact that Infinity Ward was working on this new feature to really change up how vehicle gameplay works. Now, in this intel drop, you could also see footage of what looks like the multiplayer map Museum, and Museum is a map that we've known about for a little while, considering concept art leaked out thanks to people out there that data mine Warzone Mobile. Don't ask how that's possible, but it happened, and this is a map that presumably is also going to be in the beta. Infinity Ward has yet to release an official map list. I'm sure we'll end up getting plenty of blog posts and plenty of information that drops once the COD Next event happens on September the 15th. Also, let me know in the comments though, are you guys a fan of these intel drops they've been doing over on TikTok? I think it's a cool way to stay up to date with what's going on with MW2, and a way to at least market something about the game's multiplayer before the official multiplayer trailer drops in September. I think it's something interesting and different that we really haven't seen before with COD marketing, and I hope it's something that's here to stay in the future. We'd love to see Treyarch also dip into doing these intel drop behind the scene like videos before the full-fledged multiplayer reveal. But I've also been notified that people out there are posting what apparently is the Modern Warfare 2 menu music on YouTube. I cannot play it on screen for obvious reasons, but I'll have a link to it down below in the description. It apparently is the menu music that has leaked out early. Not sure how that happened, but bits of this music has already been heard through some of the various trailers we've gotten of Modern Warfare 2, some of the marketing that's been posted. So it looks like this menu music is in fact legit. And let me know how you feel about the sound of this music down below in the comments. Is it as good as the MW 2019 soundtrack? Could it be a little bit better? And again, this might not even be the full main menu music. Could just be a part of the game where this music plays. Might not be the actual main theme that we're going to end up having when the game fully comes out. Now, something I predicted would happen is in fact a reality now. If you look at the Battle Pass timer for Season 5, there's about 80 days left on that timer. That means that this season will end on November the 16th. If you're like, wait, what does that mean? Well, November 16th is also the rumored release date of Warzone 2 and Season 1 of Modern Warfare 2. So like I predicted before, there is not going to be a Season 6 at all, but instead, we'll just have an extended Season 5, which lasts all the way until Season 1 is ready for Modern Warfare 2. And we could safely assume that a Season 5 Reloaded might still happen in early October, and that could be the haunting-like event for Vanguard and Warzone 1. But other than that, that's just going to be it. And I think that also confirms that leak that we saw a couple of days ago, which is that Activision fully plans on dropping the second iteration of Warzone on November the 16th. That's only 3 weeks from the launch of Modern Warfare 2. There's going to be a lot going on towards the middle of October, early November. It's going to be a crazy next couple of months before the holidays. But the usual suspects also went ahead and posted the updated bundle schedule. So the Khaled Al-Asad Operator Pack will be releasing on August 29th. It will cost 2,400 COD points, or will be free if you pre-order Modern Warfare 2 digitally. So I'll be covering that bundle when it does release, since I do have MWII pre-ordered, so I'll get free access to this one. Similar to the Ghost of War pack that released for free if you pre-ordered Vanguard, you got access to that in Cold War multiplayer, zombies, and then Warzone 1. But we also know the Umbrella Academy Cha-Cha pack is coming August 31st, and the other Umbrella Academy pack, the Hazel one, is coming September the 7th. So I'll put the full bundle list down below in this video's description for those out there that want to know when the other Mastercrafts and Tracer Blueprints are coming to Vanguard and Warzone. Now we also got a very interesting report from Gaming Scooper, the Ghost of Hope, where he talked about some potential Battle Pass changes with Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. He said, and I quote, "I've heard that Activision is potentially planning to make changes to their Battle Pass system with Modern Warfare 2, which will make it similar to how Fortnite's Battle Pass system works. This could be on the cutting room floor though, so that's why he's saying potentially. It might not be something that actually comes into effect with MW2, might be something they're considering for future COD projects, or something that was considered previously that will not end up happening." And I'm not really familiar with how Fortnite Battle Passes work, but from my understanding with reading the replies, you do have to do certain challenges to earn stars, and you can then redeem those stars for some of the items or specific ones you want in that pass. And if you do all the challenges and get all the stars, you'll then complete that entire battle pass. If I've explained that incorrectly, I do apologize. I'm not really into Fortnite, but I do think this is an interesting change if it does happen, so that instead of just burning time and just sitting in matches of MP, Warzone, or even zombies, or whatever Spec Ops offers in MW2, you could just do challenges that could allow you to maybe get things faster. But that's obviously not something that is too accessible to players that aren't that great at the game, maybe can't do the challenges. But I'm assuming Fortnite does it to where the challenges are fair for everybody, even if you're good or bad at the game. Now, Hope is also claiming something major regarding CDL in Modern Warfare 2. He said, and I quote, "I've heard from a source there is talks of doing 6 majors plus champs this coming MW season, unlike the 5 majors plus champs that was leaked. Would mean that a team would get to host a major every other year, basically. Might be one of the draft/options they're looking at." Now, the dates of every upcoming major for the Modern Warfare 2 season have also apparently leaked. We're talking December, February, March, April, May, and then CDL champs on June 15th through the 18th. Of course, subject to change. It is still really early. MW2 hasn't even come out yet, so this is all subject to change. I figured I'd go over this for those out there interested in competitive Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. But also as a follow-up to my previous Modern Warfare 2 video where we talked about the confirmation from the ESRB that DMZ as a mode is going to release inside of the Warzone 2 application beginning this November. Now, I did see a lot of questions about DMZ in that video. I've even seen some interesting questions asked over on Twitter and other websites. People are a bit confused as to how that's going to work. So from my understanding, at least right now, again, this is being recorded before we have any type of reveal about DMZ or Warzone 2, but I'm going to assume that when Warzone 2 comes out, at the main menu, you'll of course see your Battle Royale, your Plunder, your other game modes, but then DMZ will also be sitting there and you could just boot it up and you can go ahead and play it with your friends. And obviously it's a PvPvE experience, but that seemingly confirms it will also be free to play. I highly doubt that everything in Warzone 2 is going to be free to play as expected, but then DMZ will just be sitting there locked behind a paywall. I don't think they're going to do that, and I think DMZ is going to receive a healthy amount of updates throughout every season as well, which means that the post-launch season of Modern Warfare 2 could potentially be massive. We're talking updates to multiplayer with weapons and maps and modes. We're talking quality life improvements. We're then talking hopeful extra missions in Spec Ops and some expansions to that. We're then talking obvious updates in Warzone 2, and then maybe even some additional missions and maps or modes added inside of DMZ. This could be really interesting. It could make for a really action-packed 2 years of support for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. But if for whatever reason one of the modes flops, I don't think Warzone 2 will, but let's say MW2 multiplayer, Spec Ops, or even DMZ inside of Warzone don't get received well, then you'll probably see the Vanguard treatment, where with every new season that comes out, you'll see very little added to that mode that's underperforming on the roadmap, possibly nothing at all. That's probably what's going to happen, but I do expect everything to be extremely successful here with Modern Warfare 2. We're talking not just MP, but I do think they're going to really fix up Spec Ops this time around, so it's not like the 2019 version. I think DMZ is also about to be massive inside of Warzone 2, considering it could be free to play, so I do see a very healthy amount of updates coming to all modes in the post-launch cycle. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the brand new gameplay reveal for Modern Warfare 2? How are you feeling about the huge rumors we went over, as well as the major changes which might be in store for the future of COD 2.0? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.